Yo, what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glassman here, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on the aquarium that we're now growing our tomato starts in. So it's been about 2 weeks now, 13 days. So wanted to show you this here. So this is the update here. Let me move some of our kids' toys here and sunglasses. But this is the update here. So we planted 18 tomato plants in here. Now I want to be honest with you. The first two that I noticed that went were this one here and that one back there. Those two went, so I replanted them. In the beginning, not all of them took root, and now as you can also see, we're also still losing some. So some of them either might be getting too much water, getting root rot, or the roots just haven't been taken. So these ones here, you can see, super healthy and popping nicely. So we lost several. I don't know how many we lost. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the 2 before, so 8 and 9 out of 18. So half of them grew, half didn't. And you can see also the water level. We've kept the water level going just to see. The water is getting a little dark and murky, which is one thing I don't like. I'm thinking if I put a bubbler in there, that'll keep it healthier. So I'll probably put a bubbler, some kind of air stone or something in there. And but you can see 2 weeks I have not watered it at all. And so that's still the same water. We're going to let it dry out. Like I said, we'll see if it'll go all the way to 30 days. Now, I want to show you some other updates here. So yesterday, well, a couple days ago, our pump went out in the aquarium and the aquaponic setup. So I need to get a new pump, which is basically just a small little pump, nothing too fancy, just a little tiny pump, and that'll pump the water up into the top, which then now you can see how this is basically set up. It's simply just a container, a bucket with a hole. That's it. There's one hole in here. Everything else is sealed. So it holds water, but that hole continuously drains. So then you have to have a bell siphon, and the bell siphon is simply it's a contraption where you got a pipe that comes out through that hole into the bottom there, and you have a funnel that fits on top of the of that tube there. So then that basically sits right in between, right there, and it continuously, just as the water just fills up and it reaches the top and then it funnels through, then it drains. But then you have to have a bell, and the bell is this, which is simply just some kind of a dome, a glass, something, whatever, that basically fits on top of that, which creates a suction. And then you can see around the bottom here, you got all these little cuts. And so what happens is the water level will reach up to the top of that funnel, will start to drain out, will create a suction, and then it'll start sucking all the water down. So the water level will reach, to the suction, the siphon or the funnel. Then it'll drain down until it reaches the height of the cuts there, and then there'll be an air break, and then the suction breaks, and then it starts to refill. So it continuously just fills and then drains out, and it's a beautiful system. Also yesterday we did a little bit of planting. So had a couple babies that were pulled out. This one was pulled out. Oh, also the mother plant that used to be in here. So this window used to be completely covered. You couldn't see out because we had this beautiful mother plant here, and I actually just put it into a Dutch bucket, which is 2 buckets inside of each other, basically just like that. So this much area is on the bottom here. So now you have a water reservoir on the bottom. So, and then you have a fill tube there. So that's where you water it. And there's also an overfill hole somewhere on the side, so the water can come out once it reaches a certain height. So that's going to now be continuously watered, self-watering system. So now we had to take this one here, which was a baby that came off of that mother. We got a lot of babies here. A lot of babies that we got to plant. And then we have this one back here. That's also another mother. And you can see that this one is just popping. So we kind of rearranged stuff and moved things around here. We got we got our planters in these containers here that basically they just 2-liter containers holding the 2-liter self-watering containers. All it is the top cut off, flipped over with the hole put through the cap, and then you got a wick and you got the water that sits in the wick. You only fill up the water level to the bottom of the cap right there. So and at first when the soil is dry, you can go above the cap and let that soak in. So we kind of rearranged our area here. We got a couple of things planted back there and back there, and we'll fill this one up with new, and all of these are available for sale too, so we'll get that. And then also, let me show you also what I did. So yesterday we did a little bit of transplanting, and I did this here too. So, oh look, we got a goji. So the goji plant's there. But I also transplanted our rosemary into a bigger pot. That one was in a small pot in this little pot here. So basically we just went from that size to this size here, and that'll help with the roots and everything. So, and hopefully these plants will live. It's a little cold, and I'm thinking I might have killed them by letting them stay outside last night. So, but kind of got some sun. I've been letting them kind of go back and forth. But there you have it. This is Dan the Glassman, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on all of the planters and everything that we got going, and the spider plants. And very soon I'll make a video on how to put this all together. So I got to remove the algae. I realized that this whole side from here all the way around the whole corner, all algae. So I've been using the Norwax Speary sponge and scraping that off. So I just got to clean up that side there. We have all the hydrotone all cleaned out, all right here. So all the grow medium is all cleaned and ready to go. And so we'll fill that up, and we'll get this going again, and we need to get this soon because that water is starting to look murky and those fish don't look too happy in there. But we do have a bubbler, so they are getting oxygen at least. So, but the water's not getting filtered, so I need to get that fixed ASAP. Also, we got a whole bunch of seeds that are pulled out and ready to go. So we'll get a few more of these containers all set up. They hold 8 plants, so we'll have 8, 16, and then probably 24 plants all right here on this shelf and all available for sale. And then we'll keep our plants all outside and in self-watering containers and stuff like that. But that's all. I just wanted to show you this quick update, bam, on how to do self-watering systems. I'm Dan the Glassman. This is the Glassman's World. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. We'll see how big these get here. Look at that one reaching. It's reaching for that light. It's like, yeah, loving it. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.